You're not stuck. You're not helpless. You're not waiting for the right time. Let's call it what it really is. You're scared to suck. You're terrified to look stupid. You're addicted to comfort, and you've convinced yourself that not trying somehow protects your dignity. But here's the truth. You're not protecting your dignity. You're burying your potential. Every time you say, "I'll start next week," what you're really saying is, "I'm okay with watching someone else live the life I want, while I scroll past in silence." Listen, if you're not trying, you're choosing something worse than failure. You're choosing regret. Let me tell you what's worse than failing in public. It's waking up 10 years from now, knowing you could have, should have, but didn't even try. That eats you alive. Excuses feel smart, until you see someone with less than you doing more than you, and suddenly silence. The blind man who paints with his hands, no eyes. The girl with one arm teaching kickboxing online. The refugee who built a 6-figure business from a donated phone. Not genius. Not privilege. Not luck. Grit. So what's your excuse? Let's say it out loud. I'm too tired. I don't have support. I might fail. Good. Say it again. Now ask yourself, what if I try and win? That's the question your brain avoids. Because here's the plot twist. You're not actually afraid to fail. You're afraid to succeed and have to level up. You're afraid of who you'd become if you actually gave it everything. Because then you'd have no more excuses left. You'd have to own your greatness. You'd have to keep showing up. You'd have to stop hiding. And for some of you, that's scarier than failure. But let me hit you with this. Comfort zones are breeding grounds for regret. They feel warm now, but they rot you slowly. You want to stay safe? Cool. Just don't complain when life treats you like a spectator. Because life doesn't reward thoughts. It rewards action. And not just action when you feel motivated. Action when you're tired. When you're doubting yourself. When no one claps. Especially when no one claps. You know what separates those who win from those who wish? It's not talent. It's not timing. It's not money. It's nerve. The nerve to post that first video no one watches. The nerve to email 50 people and get 49 rejections. The nerve to start a business from your kitchen table with $3 and a cracked screen. You want freedom? You want pride? You want to be respected? Then earn it. By trying. By failing. By learning. By repeating. Because if you're not even in the arena, you don't get to complain about the fight. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about what trying actually costs you. It's not time. It's not money. It's not energy. It's your illusion. The illusion that someday will save you. That someday you'll be ready. That someday the fear will go away. But it doesn't. It never goes away. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people won't tell you. Your fear isn't special. It's not unique. It's not deeper than anyone else's. You just gave it a microphone. And you let it narrate your life. You've romanticized waiting. Made excuses poetic. You dress them up in intellectual language. You call it strategizing. When really, you're just hiding. You say, "I'm doing research," but you're really collecting delays. Let's not sugarcoat this. You are delaying your life. You are ghosting your potential. You are betraying your future self. And what for? Because someone might laugh? Because you might mess up? Because you're scared to be seen trying? Guess what? People are already judging you, right now, for doing nothing. So if you're going to be judged either way, why not get judged for doing something that might actually elevate your life? Because here's what nobody tells you. Trying doesn't guarantee success, but not trying guarantees nothing. Not money, not growth, not peace, not self-respect. You know how many people die with books they never wrote? Songs they never recorded? Businesses they never started? Apologies they never made? Not because they couldn't, but because they kept saying, "Not yet," and "not yet" became never. Let me ask you something deep. What's your real fear? That you'll fail? Or that if you succeed, people will expect more of you? You'll have to become someone better, more disciplined, more visible, more vulnerable. That's the part you're not ready to admit. Because growth requires grief. You have to grieve the version of you that stays small. The one that plays it safe. The one that stays invisible and calls it humble. But humility isn't hiding. It's not silence. It's not shrinking to make others comfortable. Let me hit you where it hurts. If you die tomorrow, will your life have mattered? Or will people say, he had so much potential? She was always waiting for the right time. Trying is your rebellion against insignificance. Trying is how you show life you're still in the ring. Trying is how you look at fear and say, you're coming with me, yet but you're not driving anymore. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get moving. And if you don't, someone else will take your spot, your idea, your moment, and they'll run with it. While you sit there explaining why you could have been great. Let's stop pretending. You know what this is really about? You don't believe you deserve to win. That's it. That's the rot beneath it all. You think trying is pointless because deep down, a voice in your head says, people like me don't make it. I'm not chosen. I'm too damaged. It's too late for me. And that voice, it's not wisdom. It's trauma. It's failure that you never healed from. It's every time someone laughed at you when you dared to want more. So now you'd rather pre-reject yourself than risk someone else rejecting you. That's why you don't try. You're not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You're not confused. You're just scared that trying will finally prove the worst thing you believe about yourself is true. But listen to me right now. That belief is a lie. Planted, repeated, watered, but still a lie. You're not broken. You're not too far gone. You're not too old, too young, too late, too anything. You're just too conditioned to fail in advance. And every day you wait, that lie gets stronger. It gets comfortable. It learns your habits. It rewrites your identity until you don't even see it anymore. You call it personality. You call it, I'm just not that type. But really, it's fear wearing a name tag. And here's the truth that'll split your soul open if you let it. You are the only person who can save your life. Not motivation. Not another YouTube video. Not me. Not luck. Just you, deciding you are no longer available for mediocrity. So what are you going to do? Keep waiting for permission? Keep outsourcing your courage? Keep living in the shallow end of your potential because you're afraid to see what's in the deep? You will suffer either way. You will suffer from effort. Or you will suffer from regret. Choose. Because no one's coming. No one's going to push you forever. No one is going to care more about your dream than you do. And at the end of the day, when your head hits the pillow, when there's no crowd, no applause, no one watching, it's just you. And the echo of this question, did I try? Because if you didn't, if you let this life slip through your fingers out of fear, then every excuse you've ever made, every what if, every I wasn't ready, every someday, will scream louder than success ever could. So stop negotiating with fear. Stop looking for signs. Stop worshiping comfort. You go now. Messy, unqualified, imperfect, but you go. Because there is no excuse, none, for not trying. Let me leave you with this. If you died tonight, your dreams go with you. Your ideas, your potential, your untold story, your unopened gifts, everything you could have been, buried with you. Not because you failed, but because you never tried. So when you're tempted to wait, to play small, to sit one more day in silence while your soul begs to be seen, remember this. You were never supposed to be spectating your own life. You were born to build, to create, to love, to impact, to leave something behind. And none of that happens without one brutal, brave decision. To show up, right now, exactly as you are, and try. Because in the end, you either become the version of you that made excuses, or the one that made a legacy. You choose. And the time is now.